Reverse then.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to Two Pals Podcast, where you already know you got your main man, the postman, my main man, LD, my other main man, D-Roz, and we are going to have a very special guest today. But right before we get into that, man, I want to put this out there. For all of our viewers, listeners, everyone, if you haven't subscribed, please go to Two Pals Podcast at youtube.com and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we're going to get right into it. LD, let them know what we got going on, man.
He is from Okeechobee, Florida. He graduated and lettered in basketball and football at our alma mater, Okeechobee High School. He is a father and a husband. He is a decorated, and when I say decorated, I mean decorated military veteran. He's an avid pool player who has the trophies to back it up.
Okay.
He loves to crack jokes and laugh. Last but not least, he's a Miami Hurricanes fan, Travis Futch.
Okay. Welcome in, Mr. Futch. So, thank you for joining us today, Mr. Futch. And we want to just tell you that first and foremost, taking out some time to come spend with us while we get into this thing. This is your first time on Two Pair Podcast, so we like to get right to it, you know what I'm saying, and let the people know who you are and where you come from.
Man, first off, blessings. Thank y'all for the invite, man. Cam, LD, Dimension, man. Well, y'all looking good, Kings. I swear for goodness, y'all looking good, boy. Um, man, make me feel old, all this gray over here, man.
Hey.
LD, man, I appreciate that dang introduction, but man, man, you went a little overboard, man. I ain't that big, man, but I appreciate it. Man, so Cam, you said where I come from, man. Look, small town, y'all might have heard of, man. Okeechobee, man.
Yeah.
Okeechobee,
Okay.
Florida, man. Man, whenever folks up here, or anywhere for that matter, ask me where I'm from, man, I gotta dang gonna put, some extras in there, man. I gotta yeah, man, I'm from Okeechobee, man, a little small town in between Miami and Orlando, somewhat close to Kissimmee. And then so like, oh yeah, we got family in Kissimmee. How you never heard of Okeechobee, man? If you got family in Kissimmee, man. But yeah, man, Okeechobee, Florida, man, born and raised. My first time leaving the state was when I left for the military, man.
Mm.
Fresh out of my 18th birthday, man. I never left the state before, man. I didn't know there was a world outside of Okeechobee.
So,
Mm.
hey, Travis.
Mm.
Hey, so take
Yes,
us
sir.
through a little bit of your childhood coming up from where you come up from and then leading up into high school.
Right on. Well, childhood, man, we moved a lot, man. My mama, God rest her soul. She worked at Pratt and Whitney, worked on airplanes, and then did a whole bunch of uh, odd jobs until she messed her back up. And my dad, he was a truck driver for a Cypher Feed Company. Um, he left, man. Far as back I can remember, man, it was probably 12 years old. That's how old I was when my dad left. Um, man, it was tough, man. I didn't understand it then, but being an adult now and having children, I understand what he had to do. He had to do what was best for him and what he thought was best for us. Him and my mother together, they weren't working. Um, but when he left, I felt like I had to be the man of the house. Didn't have to be, my mama had it, my granddaddy was there, my uncle was there, but I wasn't even the oldest dang on brother. But you know, felt like I had to be. Um, so started dang on getting out in the dang on streets. Man, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Selling drugs, selling fake drugs, man, doing whatever I had to dang on do to make a little bit of dang on money. Um, and this, my mom, she found out. Now I wasn't 12 when I was doing that. I was just in the dang on streets. She pulled me back from the streets and put me in, football programs, OCRA, man, football and basketball. With Mr. Holloman was the football coach, man, one of the greatest football coaches I ever met in my life,
Come
man.
on.
Um, man, that man, he he became that father figure for me. Um,
Mm.
and I had records set in OCRA basketball, man, when I was on the Boston Celtics. Them records dang on held up, man, until dang on, I believe it was about 98, I think, when or 99, I think Skip ended up dang on breaking some of my dang on records, man. Skip Roberts, man. Um, Pissed me off to look back and see my records was broke, man.
Hold on now. You got to tell me about them records because, what I'm saying, I play OCRA. I wreak havoc in OCRA. So tell me about that record first, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So going at this point I think I was 14. And I was averaging 36 points a game. And I was averaging 12 steals a game. And I believe it was like 6 or 7 assists. The points per game and the steals was the record that I held for a minute. And I think Skip was the one that broke both of those records, points and the steals. Um, they used to call me baby Jordan slash Magic. I had some hang time. I ain't had no ups, but I had some hang time. I couldn't dang on dunk to save my life, but I can float in the dang on sky and make you think I'm gonna pass it and then shoot it. I pulled the Magic Johnson. I kid you not, man. Look, y'all done played with the dang on, taking the ball behind the dang on back or halfway behind the back, faking the pass, doing the layup. Had them dang on folks out there freaking amazed. At one point, they checked my birth certificate to make sure I was the age I was supposed to be.
Mm.
Uh,
Hey, they had to check the birth
uh,
certificate.
Look, man, I kid you not, man. Man, look, the people, man. They look. They didn't want us out there in the first dang on place. They wanted us where I ended up dang on going to the dang on streets. But the highlights, man. So I fractured. So football. We'll fast forward. Now I'm like 15, 16. Was playing on the traveling team, but the last game was a home game over by the sports complex.
Mhm.
I don't know if y'all remember they had that field out there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was me, Tight Airs, Boswell, Alien, Ira was all on that same Bantam team, and we was down by 3 points. Coach called the play, and this was the last home game. Coach called the play. It was supposed to be the other team kicking it off to it was supposed to be a reverse. If the ball come to me, I reverse, give it to Tight Airs because Oh, and Kelby Holloman was on the team too. Because Tight Airs, he was allegedly the fastest one, and then Kelby, and then me. If the ball went to Tide, he was supposed to fake reverse to me, run. I dang on the ball came to me. I ain't fake a damn thing. I dang on ran around. Ain't wasn't no ball fake. I ran toward the dang on Tight Airs, and then ran the distance of the dang on field, 80-yard touchdown, win the game. My pants falling down. I had no dang on pants falling down. I fractured my dang on my ankle, but I'm in the end zone now, so it don't matter. So
Mm.
that ended, the whole Bantam football and traveling team for me. Now I got nothing to do. Daddy gone, I got nothing to do. Can't play no sports, so I need to do something. Get out the house. Now, making a little bit of dang on money. Cooking up dang on fake dang on drugs. 'Cause I ain't got no money to buy no real ones. And then I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. I wasn't really about that life. The streets was never meant for me. Um, and look, I tell you, I told him, I tell you now, streets wasn't meant for me, man. Um, so, but after a while, folks dang on, the real drug dealers, real dope boys, they caught on to that crap, got on my butt, by selling fake shit. So okay, whatever. I'm gonna give me some real shit now. Do that, man. And then my mama, man, she caught me one. She didn't catch me, but like I said, I ain't about that life. I mean, I don't know, the ins and outs. I'm hiding dang on, drugs in my damn mama house. Who fold my clothes and put them up. My dumb ass, I put it in the dang on top drawer, sitting right there. They ain't gonna play today. She saw it.
Mm.
I come home one
Mhm.
day. She holding her hand. Say nothing. Don't get caught. I'm gonna tell you that. Don't get caught and don't have this shit in my house. Man, next day. I swear they ain't gonna she work for the police. I swear she set up a sting. Next day ain't gonna day I'm off in the hole. And all I hear is there they go. And I see about three white vans coming in. I'm the other day dumb at running. But that day, we me and Vidal Henderson, God rest his soul, we off in one of the abandoned apartments, ain't gonna shooting dice. You know, had some stuff on me, a white thing on fingerprints off, 'cause, you know, I was never no dummy. You know, tossed it in the thing on in the little cabinet, and man, alive, we shoot out, we run. Looking back, we the only one running. Everybody else just chilling. I didn't know it was a reverse thing. I thought jokers was coming in and they ain't gonna bust folks. But we running, man, we running, high grass, we hiding. My ass, I see the police coming up. Now I think they see me, so I get up and I book. Lie, he started laying down. He stayed laying down. I get up, I book, run back towards the whole over there across the tracks. Um, and you know, all I heard was Tim and Herb. Let it go the other way, go the other way, let it go the other way, go. Last thing I heard was stop or we'll shoot. Lay my black ass down. You know,
Mm.
I ain't going to jail. um, they took me to go downtown, man. And I'm in the car, man. They hold up a bottle. I know it ain't mine, and even if it is mine, ain't no prints on it. We got enough drugs here to put you away for a long time. Well, I don't sell drugs, sir. Yeah, yep, don't matter. We saw you throw 'em. We got enough to put you in here for a long. We got enough to put you in jail for a long time. So once they said we saw you throw 'em, I knew they were bullshitting because mine was left in the dang old apartment. We get downtown, man. They got me and they ain't gonna question me. Then I didn't know that they couldn't do that question about it without the dang old parent. But I wasn't giving them no damn answers anyways. I'm like, I don't sell drugs. I said you can call Sergeant Terry Russell. He'll tell you because Terry Russell and my mom they was real good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so they called dang on Terry Russell. Like, no, Travis is a good kid. He don't sell drugs. Matter of fact, I mean, he plays sports, plays basketball, football. You know, he even tried his hand at baseball once. Um, you got the wrong guy. Now they want to dang on deal with who's the biggest drug dealer in in your area. I don't know no drug dealers. Well, why are you were in a drug infested area? I said I was shooting dice. I said, gambling. Well, why was you running? Because I heard somebody say, there she go. And I thought my mama was coming. And then next thing you know, I see three or four police officers running behind me, so I'm going to keep running. What would make a drug? Nah, yeah, I know you have to know some drug dealers. I don't know any drug dealers. Um,
Mm.
and then and then now my mama dang gonna coming in, raising dang gonna hell, um, and get my ass out of there. That's they ain't gonna strike one. 2 days later, I ain't learned a lesson. I learned a lesson about the drug. I let that shit alone real quick. Um, we out of the sports complex. And I could, yeah, I can say who it was. It was me, G Black, and then going and Bubba D. We decide, man, and I repent about this, man, so much, man. Because now I know, man, working for your dang on money, man, you work hard for it, man, and for somebody to come dang on take it from you, man, it's hell. But me, G Black, and Bubba D, man, was at the sports complex. It was this Mexican guy, man. It's Friday, man. Payday Friday. Come rolling through on the dang on Bazoo. Wasn't nobody out there but us three of him. So ended up dang on, robbing him.
Mm.
And instead of taking our bus home, that's when they had that little, they had built that little go kart thing over there. Across from it was across from high school. I don't know if y'all remember that thing on little go kart little area they had over there across from the high school. And you had that country cooler or whatever right there on the corner as well. So instead of taking our butt home, we all got dang on, easily identifiable clothes on. We decided to go over and ride go karts and spend some dang on money, that we just dang on stole. Now, fast forward 2 hours, we walking home. We get picked up, and we get out there, man. You know, I'm holding my story like, nope, I don't know what happened. I don't know nothing. G Black, he holding the story. I don't know what happened. Nothing. Damn officer come in, man, and he put play on the tape. They ain't gonna vote it. Yeah, but Travis Ford, he the one grabbed the guy and then pulled him into the bathroom and blah blah. Look, if he didn't have it on tape, I wouldn't believe it, man. 'Cause so
Mm.
and then G Black man Like he say, G Black saved my dang life, man. I wouldn't be here right now, man, if it weren't for him, man. You know, he was like, no, he said, he ain't know. He said, Scoop didn't know what the fuck was going on. He never dang on came in the bathroom. He didn't even see us pull the guy in the bathroom. He said it was me and dang on Bubbly guy. It was me and fucking Flippy. Scoop ain't had shit to do with nothing. Ended
Mm.
up dang on he ended up sitting down um for like 8 months for that shit, man. Yeah. And I was dang on point, man, where I knew it was time for me to go, man. Time for me to do something else. I had partial scholarship to University of Miami and Florida Atlantic University. Um, and me and Asia, we was dating, right? Um, so we both, and she had a scholarship, I think, to Florida State, man, and then some other places, but we didn't have scholarships to the same place, so we both decided we're gonna go, to the military together. We're gonna go and do basic training, AIT, get married, do the Army, married Army couple program, and live life happily ever after.
Hey, Scoop. Hey, Travis.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
remember that very vividly because we was roommates for a period of time, and but we'll get to that later though. But it was a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
It was a
So,
lot.
so, so you know it didn't go as planned. She dang on, boy, she screwed me good, boy, but it was for the best. Uh, I go and swear in the first time to mine and Neps. She ain't dang on there. And the first swearing in, as Dimitri, it don't mean nothing. And as that second swearing in, when they got the hotel ready for you and everything, like that second swearing in, like, okay, now, like, we got you locked in. So I call her when she missed the first swearing. Um, she said something that she had to do for Auntie Val, blah, blah, woo, woo. I mean, hell, I'm in love. Shit, I believe her. You know what I'm saying? She have a reason to lie. They ain't have a reason. They ain't gonna not believe her. Go to that second swear and she ain't nowhere around. So I mean, I go and swear in, man, and then ship off. Uh, and I didn't hear from them Asia again, man, until about that was 97 when I shipped off. I didn't hear from Asia until I came back home in 2003 to drop my son off before I dang on went on my first deployment.
At what point did you make that ultimate decision? Because there's a lot of things that you could have done, but why the military? And at what point did you decide that this is what I'm gonna do? Why, out of all the things that you could have done, why the military?
Oh, okay, yeah. Because the schools that I had offers to, they were still in the state of Florida and they were still close to home. Um,
Okay.
and if I didn't leave home, then I would have ended up right back in Okeechobee. I'd have probably went and did a damn semester or two and then ended up right back down there and dead or in between dang on prison sentences, one of the two. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and one day, and I didn't even seek out a recruiter. Staff Sergeant Thompson, man, I remember this dude for the rest of my life, man. He came in his dang on his class B's, man. Dang on ribbon stack, dang on 6 high airborne air assault, had drill sergeant badge on. Um, he was coming through dang on recruiting, man, and I saw him like, man, like that's what we're gonna do. And then talking to Asia, she agreed. But she didn't. But yeah,
Right.
man, it was that was the only other option I had. And like I said, I had never been nowhere else. I just wanted to get the heck away from home.
Okay. Okay.
My dad, to be honest with you, uh, my daddy, he was a little more, laid back. But you push him far enough, and push him hard enough, he gonna bite back. But the real dog was from my mom. Man, look, I done seen my dang on mama dang on and fights, man. Look, you didn't have to say much to dang on piss her off. And look, she on somebody's ass. You know, either they ain't gonna get her ass handed to her or she handed somebody the ass with her. One or the other. But like she was that dang on, she was that gal. But
If
yeah,
I'm
I
mistaken,
really
your mom was tall, bright skin, right?
No, no, she's about a 5'9", dark skin. She passed away in 10 September 2004. When I was in Iraq, OIF 1. But she I didn't like the fight, man. I mean, I was I was reserved, but and I was funny, and I was a clown, so my mouth got me into a lot of the stuff that I ended up getting into. Um,
Hey, at the drop
but
of a hat, hey, nobody was safe. Trav would cuss out the teacher if she got wrong or he got wrong. Trav would cuss out the
yeah,
principal if they got wrong. I don't care who it
indeed.
was. If you cross, look, this
The other
dude
time my
right here,
mama came
man.
up to the school and whooped my ass in front of the class, man, look, I'm ripping up damn notes. Talking about taking home. I ain't taking this shit home. Man, I ain't give a damn. Got my ass whooped. Shit. Look, I don't have the bad with them, but goddamn, y'all have to damn sit here and tell me to damn take no note home to my dang old motherfucker get ass with them. I ain't taking shit home.
You have to tell him.
So
You have to be like, hey,
I,
Trav, hey, dog, hey, bro, calm down, man. Hey, it ain't worth it, man. Calm down. I don't give a fuck. Hey,
oh
Oh,
man, I'm glad I'm not that person, man. Anymore, man. 'Cause look, and look, LG, you right, man. You remember that shit, man. A little dang on better than I do, man. Because I was. Look, that's who I was. I was doing so damn much, man. I mean, for no damn reason, man. Because to be honest, even though my dad wasn't there, yeah, it wasn't, a sad household. Like we was
hmm
like, and the dang on, like it was good living. My mom, she still dang on fed any dang on body who came and didn't have nothing to eat. Still dang on, put a roof over anybody dang on head and didn't have nowhere to sleep that night. You know, like it was a great situation outside of not having that father figure. And those teen years, I think every dang on boy being a damn man in their damn life, to reel their ass in. My
right.
sister, she used to get mad at me all the time. Because I'm trying to tell her, I was like, yeah, mama taught me a lot, but she couldn't teach me how to be a man. So mama didn't teach. I like, no, she ain't got the same tools I got. How the hell is a woman gonna teach me how to be a man? She can teach me how to dang on, act and treat women, but she can't teach me how to be a man. And
Mm.
like I've had so many people, come in and try to do that. Um, and if I was a little more mature back then, um, I wouldn't have ain't gonna continue to damn be the way that I was. But I didn't want to hear nothing. My daddy left. Who the hell are you? You ain't my daddy. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna be around. But they stuck around. Like I said, Mr. Holloman, man. I would go over and sit with him and Kelby a lot. They gonna Mr. Sturl. Even they gonna Curtis Jones. His daddy, man. Like he would sit down, man. Try to pull me in. Ricky Boswell, man. It was a lot of them out there that tried to, tell me this ain't you, this ain't your life. You ain't bought this shit. But I, if you tell me what I can't do, back then I was gonna prove you that I can do and I will do. Like even though y'all was dead on, y'all spot on. You're right, goddamn it. I wasn't supposed to be out there. I needed to calm mad down, but I ain't give a damn. I remember when I got to fight with a bow tie, scooter pap, and somebody else over at the dang on HRS. Whooped all three of their ass. I ain't give a damn. Shit.
hey,
Go ahead, coach.
Hey, hey, Travis. Hey, Travis.
Yep.
What made you turn the transition to being high speed, tracking, on top of his game? You know what I'm saying? In this military, you know the language I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That dude. What triggered that in your military career to get you on that path?
Nah. Well, so the first thing, what made me do what I had to do just to not go home was because I didn't want to go home with failure. I had no plan. So that kept me from dang on, dang on being mediocre and getting my butt dang on kicked out. Now, the high speed, what made me say, you know what, man, forget this shit. I'm gonna get promoted. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Because racism, man, it was real big
Mhm.
back then. I mean, like
Mhm.
it was in your face, but it wasn't loud. It wasn't talking, but it was there.
Mm-hmm.
I had you know, I had folks, man, that I've never seen a black person before until I came in the military. Okay, what's your point in saying that? Like, what does that got to do with the price of damn tea in China? Um, and then all the dang on shitty details. Time split, blah blah. And then I'm watching how people treat, the lower enlisted, the E4 and below. Um, and initially I thought that's what it was, like, like we're in the army. I mean, like, I mean, that's just what it is. And then I got a mentor, man. He was a retired command center major barner now. He was a sergeant first class man. Um, and he was hard as hell on me, but he didn't treat me like shit, like the rest of the dang on folks did that didn't dang on look like me. Um,
Mm.
I had got advanced to specialist, and it was this white sergeant first class. He was detachment sergeant. He had just came back NTC. He said, I see you got advanced to specialist. You want to keep it?" I'm like, "Yes, sir." "Well, learn how to fucking wear it." But damn, how about pulling me? How about mentoring me, teach me how to wear it? But all I could do is say, "Yes, sergeant." And from that point, I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna get promoted, man. So I don't have to deal with the shit, what I'm saying, that they put me through. And I can dang on treat dang on people the way I want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, they used to call me, every time I come around, man, they used to call me, "Hey, they go buy the book. They go buy the book." Because ARs, FMs, TMs, like I'm reading them, man, from front to dang on back. There was nothing that you could dang on tell me, period, at a certain point in my career, that I hadn't dang on already read. And I'll quote the dang on the regulation verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
So I started doing that, started going to soldier month boards, killing those. And then first on, he had actually a platoon sergeant, why I have not been to the promotion board. Um, and I'm like, well, he ain't ready for sergeant. They're like, "Well, damn, he done won soldier of the month, soldier, battalion soldier of the quarter, brigade soldier of the quarter. He was third place in soldier of the year. We can send him to all these boards, and you're putting this shit on your NCLR, but we can't send him to the promotion board." So that, like, from that point, man, it propelled me. I went to the promotion board, um, and I went in there and they asked me, how long is retreat into the colors? Retreat 32 seconds. To the colors 28 seconds. I can't remember the exact time or whatever. Um, And then first sergeant was getting ready to ask me a question, and the battalion CS was like, "You good, Fletch? No further questions." I'm looking. He's like, "Stand up, execute about face. Get out. You good?" Um, got a I think yeah, it was 198 because 200 was the max that you can get on the promotion board at that time. I ended up getting a 198, highest dang on score on the promotion board in the battalion at that
Mm.
time without answering the dang number one question. I went to um I went to PLDC. I got high PT award. I got leadership award, and I got undergraduate. From there, I left. Went to Dango Korea. Um, same thing, man. I was always in shape. I love Dango running. Doing push-ups, hated sit-ups, but I was well enough, to do to max them out. Um, I stood up, our NBC program, which is the chemical, nuclear biological chemical program. Stood it up. The that aviation battalion had never had one before. Eighth Army came down, best chemical program on the peninsula. The dang on the first on he because I mean I'm always there. He's like, "Hey, Sergeant Foot, we're gonna send you to the promotion board." Went to the promotion board, dang on May staff sergeant in Korea, and then came back and deployed um, once as a staff sergeant. Um, and they had me so prior to deployment. Now I'm a staff sergeant now. It's just female, white female sergeant first class. I'm a platoon sergeant. She a platoon sergeant. So we both hold the same positions. Yes, she outranked me, and I always did a dang on parade rest for her any damn ways, except for this one time because I'm in the dang on office with my dang on squad leaders, and she come busting in. We don't share offices. She just busts in. Sorry, Fudge, I need you to come out here for a minute. Like, hold on, sir, I'm in the middle of a meeting. I need you to get out here. All right, will you please close my damn door? I'm in a meeting. Listen here, Staff Sergeant. If you don't get your ass upstairs for a rest, we're gonna have a problem. I said, look at him. If you don't get your ass out of my fucking office, we're gonna have a problem. Now you go talk to first officer. And I got four witnesses right here that can explain everything that dang on transpired. So go talk to the fucking first sergeant and see what the fuck he got dang on got to say about this shit. This motherfucker stood like legit stood outside my dang on office until I came out there. And then I refused to fucking stand for a rest. I'm wrong. I know it. But fuck that. You just disrespected me in front of my people. Now I'm going to disrespect you in front of the whole goddamn battalion. Um, and it just piled on to that. I got tired of being treated like shit. So let me
Mm.
hurry up and get promoted so I can dang on affect change. And everybody that treated me like shit, I ended up dang on outranking their ass, getting promoted ahead of their ass. She got down, ended up retiring as Sergeant First Class. I was a master sergeant in Missouri at the schoolhouse and ran into her ass. Still dang on Sergeant First Class. And I brought it up. I said, remember that time, Sergeant? Because she's standing like this. I said, remember that time, Sergeant? You were trying to make me stand up for a rest because your feelings was hurt. I was a staff sergeant, you're sergeant first class. I said, my, how times change. Here I am, master sergeant, you're still sergeant first class. By the way, could you please get a parade rest?
He wrong. He wrong for that. Now he wrong for that. Nah, he dead wrong for that.
I know
He, he,
I
Oh,
know I am. I knew I was then, but man, like, I had never got over that shit, man. She tried to punk me in front of my goddamn people, man.
that's real.
Like,
That's
my
real.
Hey,
time changed. I said, here I
That
am, a
get
master
back be a
sergeant, and you still a
motherfucker.
sergeant first class. By the way, could you please get a parade rest?
That get back be a mother.
hey, he ain't right.
and times do change, don't they?
Man, look.
Woo!
Man, but yeah, shoot, man, I ended up getting selected to sergeant major. But man, I'm glad it went down the way it did. So they got this thing called suitability screening. So so they do a screening to make sure you're eligible before they even then gonna select you, right? Um, and then once you get selected, they do another deep dive suitability screening. To know where they can place you. If they can put you in command positions or blah blah blah. Blah, blah. So I had a an investigation done in '07 when I was in when I was in Iraq. Um, it was it was a sexual harassment complaint, but it came back non-founded. Um, so okay, I know I'm gonna be cleared on the screening. Um, it's just a matter of how long it's gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time they cleared me, um, now all the seats in the Sergeant Major's Academy was filled. So I
Mm.
can't go to the Sergeant Major's Academy. So now they want me to do non-resident. They want me to work my normal job and do the Sergeant Major's dang on course. And I'm seeing my battle buddies do this, and they're killing themselves. Um, like to the point to where they're derelict in their normal duties because they're trying to pass this dang on Sergeant Major's dang on course. Um, and I wasn't I didn't want to dang on balance that shit like that, but I was willing to. So now all the good assignments gone. So they won't send me to Korea. Been there three times already, so I'm cool with it. But with Sergeant Majors, it's only a 1 year assignment. So I proposed, hey, Sergeant Major, or no, it was a civilian. I was like, sir, I'll take Korea if I can take my family with me and go 2 years. Now it's a 1 year assignment, Sergeant Major. I like, but if you send me over there for 2 years, you're gonna have to move. You got to move me and my wife one time to go there, and one time to come back to wherever we're going. I said, and also I can build, continuity, with Eighth Army, and like because it's a 2 year assignment. 1 year assignment, 30 days in processing, 30 days mid tour leave. 30 days out processing. I'm only going to be able to give them 9 months of work. But doing it my way, I give them almost, pretty close to 2 years of work. And I'm saving the Army money. Well, that's not how the Sergeant Major Academy works. I said, so you're telling me that you want to move me to Korea, pay for that move. Keep my family back here at Fort Hood, pay for that. When you move me from Korea to wherever you're going to move me, you got to pay for that move. And if it's not back to Fort Hood where my family is, you got to pay for that move too. So y'all, Big Army would rather spend all that damn money and do it that way because that's not how the Sergeant Major's Academy works versus doing it my way. He's like, well, that's just how it is, Sergeant Major. I said, I tell you what, I ain't going. He said, well, if you turn down the assignment, you got 6 months to retire. I said, I don't give a fuck. My paperwork been done. I've been waiting for a bad day. Thank you for giving it to me. Goodbye. Hung up the phone. 10 minutes later, I got a brigade CSM thing on, walking in my office. I got General Smith, a 3-star general, he a frat bro. Me and him used to work together. I got him dang on calling me. I got these infantry commanders calling me that I used to dang on work for. Oh, I know, been 10 fucking minutes. How do all these fucking people know? They're like, Fletch, we got to fix, man. We got to swear you take family. No, I don't want to now. I said, why should I have to have a fucking sergeant major that ain't gonna talk for me as a dang on sergeant major select? Like, I shouldn't have to have a fucking sergeant major fix a fucking sergeant major problem. Like, that just don't make sense. I was like, this ain't the company that I want to be a part of.
Mm.
And, besides, I've done this shit for 20 years because I had to. And I've always promised myself if I do it anything after 20, I'm doing it because I want to. And I wasn't going to continue to put my dang on, my kids second and my wife second because that's what I was doing. And they knew that and understood that. Like they always, Army preach family first. That may be true for most, but for me, that was never the case. It was always mission first. Because if I'm thinking about my damn family, I can't dang on think about and take care of my dang on soldiers. I deployed 5 times, volunteered dang on 4 of them times, because I wanted dang on my people to have me, because I consider myself the dang on fucking best of fucking what we had in our dang on group. I could have dang on skipped out and went to drill sergeant school because they had me in orders like you don't have nope. I'm deploying. My company going, my people going. I've trained to this point. I'm fucking taking them. I'll do drill sergeant school when I get back. Came back, ain't gonna lie. When I ended up getting selected to sergeant first class, I'm like, shit, I don't fucking need drill sergeant school now. I'm not going to that shit. But man, my wife, she did it all, man. Drill sergeant, recruiter, airborne, air assault, out of murder, man, shoot. She the dang on rock star. That I was the one down the line. I ain't gonna lie, she could never got down lead the way I lead, but but
So do you think?
Hey,
Oh, go ahead, me.
now understand what he just said. To translate the last part, what he just said. Now, if there is equivalent to the 1% of the world, all right. Let's start with his wife. He said his wife was airborne, air assault, Audie Murphy, right?
yep,
Audie
drill
Murphy
sergeant number two.
alone and airborne alone is part of the 1%.
Mm.
I know this because I carry the same thing, right?
And those are the ones I call
Him,
the damn superstars.
yeah, and him, the Sergeant Major Academy, and that's why I asked that loaded question at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? What? Because I understand his career, and I seen it where I was in that. At the Sergeant Major, when it comes in, the NCO rank, that's the highest rank that you can attain. And then it's all about positions, like Sergeant Major of the Army, this, that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so the things that he's saying line up because even like the career thing, it's more cost efficient because he's a sergeant major. He understands how this thing works, and he's trying to save the Army money. He's forward thinking, right? While they're tunnel vision into saying, "Oh, this is what the screen says. This is what you got to do." Child muscle, but they got a job too to fill assignments, right? And they get gauged off that. However, filling your assignment versus doing something that's going to be the betterment for the Army, which Travis is trying to negotiate, and then they tell them no, but then somebody else can call. It's like what you're trying to tell me is like I ain't. a sergeant major make things happen. They don't need nobody to call for them. He said, "I'm call sergeant major, come down and make things happen." So him feeling offended when somebody else said they straightened it out, I was like, "What you mean somebody else straightened it out? I fixed the problem. That's why they promoted me to sergeant major, not for me to go ask somebody else or somebody else to fight my battle." You know what I'm saying? And they got to understand. People have to understand. It's not arrogance. It's not like he wants what he wants. He's in that position that he earned, being high speed, taking those hard assignments, putting in that work. You feel me? To
And it's not
to
like I was
to
trying to get
be
out
a
of the
leader.
assignment. Like I can
So
understand
again,
if I was trying to get out of the assignment, right?
right.
But like man, like I'm trying to do what's best for the dang on army, like big army, like. And after sitting in proponency, because I sat in proponency for a while, actually doing that, dang on, we were, faces and spaces, what I'm saying, not places. So I dealt with faces and spaces, the overall picture, the big picture of where every dang on chemical soldier is, where every chemical sergeant major is, where every chemical officer is, how long they've been there, how many times they've been to these places. And so we can try not to send them back there again, because, it's put a strain on their family. Like, I'm trying like I had the way I was there. I mean, I drew the map. All they had to do was dang on freaking say, "Give me the compass." Let's go. But no, man, it's and man, you spot on me. It's just and that pissed me off. Like that was a breaking point for me. I mean, all I wanted to do was add additional gear and take my family because when I got back here to Fort Hood. I had been TDY man so many damn times because my battalion sergeant major he didn't know how to dang go do ceremonies. I had to go
Mhm.
stand up companies. I had to man. It was crazy. I had to go to JRTC where it called for CSM, but he had some personal stuff to do to take care of that apparently dang on took him 32 days to take care of. So I had to go sit out there, as a master sergeant in the CSM dang on position with all these other CSMs, and ain't nobody really trying to listen to the dang on master sergeant. I'm not getting the same respect that he would have gotten if he'd have brought his ass out there. Take care of your personal shit if you got some personal shit, and then get your ass on a
Hey,
plane and come on out here.
you see what you did, Travis? You see what you just did, right? He got onto that other E7 when he was E6, right? You know what I'm saying? Now,
Say leaders are dang on born, not made. We all, well, not we all, but for the most part, I mean, you have it in you to be a leader. You just have to have somebody to pull it out, and mold you into the leader that you're supposed to be, or into the person that you're supposed to be. And if I didn't get these real world experiences to see different things, I'd still be the same person that I was, 29 years ago. Um, but being able to see all these different things in the military, especially it's made me a better person. I went did the whole master resiliency course. I was level 3 in that. It taught me a lot about how to communicate. How to take accountability. And how to not make other people feel a certain way. Because I feel a certain way. It taught me how to speak for self. And not for us. Or it just
consideration for this class, all
it
that stuff.
it overall made me a better person. It's difficult now when I jumped out on the civilian side because I tried my hand at a few jobs in the civilian sector and it ain't the same. It don't change how I communicate to them, but you could tell that they're not used to certain thing or certain language or people talking to them a certain way. They feel threatened, think you trying to come in and take their jobs and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It didn't dang on transition to dang on taking care of these dang on babies. Cause look, dang on training soldiers and training kids. Well, that's the whole. It's a different dang on story, man. But it just it just refined. Who I was. It made me more self aware. Because like LG said, I mean, man, I was a hothead. I was an asshole. I was dang gonna crack on you, man. Without a second dang on thought, man. And didn't care about how you felt or how it made you feel. The only thing I cared about was when no attention on me. I was a I was a superstar. Now I've learned that I don't have to talk. I'd rather be the quiet one in the room. Um, and but what I would do then, and which is why a lot of senior leaders hated me. I was by the book. I didn't give a damn what rank they were. I used tact and stuff, but if they're wrong, I was gonna call them out, let them know they were wrong. Um, had dang on our regimental sergeant major, the highest in the chemical corps, in our particular corps, cussing the dang on soldier out in front of everybody. Then as soon as the soldier, returned that energy, he wanted them to talk about disrespect. No, sergeant major, you open that door. When you started dang on using profanities with that soldier, you allow and you open the door for that soldier, they ain't gonna return you the same energy. Get your ass out of here, son. Right,
Yeah.
sorry, mate. I'm moving. But what I said is true. And you can't write them up, for disrespect. I mean, you can, but it ain't going nowhere. It's just about just treating people, man, with dignity and respect, man. And I'm glad, I ended up, choosing the military because I don't think I've ever learned that. I mean, I don't care if it was college or not because my head wasn't set. It wasn't prepared to then go to absorb you're an asshole. You a dick. I mean, damn, consider other people's dang on feelings. You never know what someone's going through. You don't know where people come from. If you don't know cultures, and you're doing certain things that offends people, and they try to dang on, let you know, but you're blowing them off because you're not willing to dang on sit and you know what, talk to me. Where you from? Something that I had to deal with my soldiers, man. I mean, I knew them, man. Look, I think I knew them better than they knew themselves. 'Cause I would actually sit down and talk to them. I don't ask someone, how you doing, if I'm not willing or ready for that dang on response. Man, I'm doing, shitty. It's a horrible day. Because once they say that, I don't even know these people half the time. All right, man, let's talk about it, man. What's going on, And people look at me like, for real? Like, yeah, I'm not. I didn't ask you, you know what I'm saying, for shits and giggles. I don't know you. I asked you how you doing. You say you're doing shit and shit. Let's sit and talk about it. My wife, man, she be killing me. And I know I'm rambling, but I can't even carry my firearms with me no more when I'm with her because she crazy, man. She go road rage, she going off on people. I'm like, babe, you don't know what kind of days people have. It ain't that deep. Like
And
somebody cut you off in traffic, look for the good in it. Just think to themselves like, maybe, maybe they had, maybe they're, it's an emergency. They got somewhere they got to be. Look for the good stuff and quit dang on trying to chase people down, yelling and shit. You know, um, we got kids in the car. Somebody been done shot this motherfucker up, or I've been done had to get my butt up out of this damn car, and now I'm been done shot somebody up, and you done took me from a kid.
hey, and that comes from being on a high level, man, of like responsibility, accountability, everything. And like, and when you get out here in the civilian sector, right, and people don't have no discipline, no direction, no responsibility, no nothing, and when they come across your path or stuff like that, they've been idiots and being this, that, whatever, and they don't like the way that you come off on them. But you're like, we're stern and direct sometimes. It's like, man, don't play with me. Like, I don't have to walk around looking like a gangster, but just don't play no games with me. You know what I mean? And because it's a switch that's gonna get turned on, you ain't even gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what we're prepared to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't play with that. I remember one, like you said, I remember one time I had a major. I had just made E6. You know what I'm saying? Like about 5 years in the army. Roy Jones was fighting that night. We stayed right next to each other. You feel me? I tell him, hey man, I'm having a fight party. Guys coming over, whatever, whatever. Okay, no problem. The fight ain't even started yet, bro. He coming over, knocking on the door, talking about it's too loud. Like, man, we ain't did nothing yet. Like, the walls be paper thin. Like, what you talking about? And then he goes back, and then about 15, 20 minutes later, MP show up. I'm an MP. You know what I'm saying? Military police. He come over, it's like, we got a call for your neighbors, like, hey, because he's in my living room, bro. He's like, and, it's pretty calm over here. So he leaves out, right? I look out the window. The major goes up to him and chewing his butt out, right? So I go out there and say, "What's the problem?" And he turns at me. You're so fucking loud, this and that, whatever. I'm looking at him like, the hell? He just night and day from me and you talking when they ain't there and telling you, whatever, whatever. And then you chewing this guy out, and now you cussing me out. Boy, I gave him something dirty, bro. Hey, I get called up there, and they trying to calm me down, talking about you cussed the major. I said, man, cuss them. I said, I cussed my neighbor out who came over there fucking with me with that bullshit.
Yep.
And after we had the agreement, I said, quiet, I was at 10 o'clock. Come back at 10 o'clock. Don't play with me before 10 o'clock if you want to play those rules, right? They're like, well, Sean Ross, don't you understand that you cuss out, man? I said, I don't give a fuck about a damn major. I stay in my house. He violated my house where I
Yeah,
live
and
at.
people think that fucking right gonna say their ass.
Yeah, you think you're gonna say it? You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get promoted, right? And I'm standing on the line for mine. But you ain't gonna do is disrespect me in my crib. This
Oh
had
hell,
nothing
I'm
to
a
do with the
grown ass
military,
man.
bro. And they'll play them games on you. You know what I'm saying? And when you know the regulation, like I've been, we went on the same path. He just, he went to the highest level, and it's hard to get there. It's not the stuff to get Sean Major is not easy. It's far from being easy. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference when you being the president, you know what I'm saying, and don't be president. It's a distinct fall off. You know what I'm saying? But
And,
everybody's striving to get there. You know what I
and even
mean?
the military police corps, for y'all two, y'all might not understand. Demetrius retired sergeant first class, right? It is
Yeah,
hard as hell to get sergeant first class, period, as military police, because they're so
I,
small at the top. Like you don't have anybody to promote until somebody ain't gonna retire. So just understand that because I got sergeant major in the chemical corps. It says nothing about the major ain't gonna not getting it as military police. But
correct.
to make master sergeant as a fucking military police, a lot of motherfuckers got to dang on retire or fucking die. To make sergeant first class to get in that dang on door, like that would be the pinnacle. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to make shit outside of sergeant first class. Because our corps was small too, and then we opened up and it made more room for promotions. But I just want to make
I,
sure I, acknowledge that for you, Demetrius, and I appreciate your service, brother.
no, hey, I was E7 for 13 years. I was E7 in 7 years. That was the fastest you can get it, bro.
You got that?
I was doing my thing. You know what I'm
And if he
saying?
was shit, he
You
wouldn't have got it that fast. He'd have had to wait a little bit longer.
know what I'm saying? And but at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, like I was just like Travis at 20 on the day I was gonna be done because I done gave everything I got. I said if I get promoted, it is what it is. If I don't, I ain't looking down because I checked every block that you can do and beyond. Took all the assignments you can do and beyond, and I always work my butt off. You know what I'm saying? That's why I went over to special operation. I was like, man, if I'm gonna be in this thing, I think I was a special ops about 8 years. Like that was my home then. Was working with special
Oh,
forces and all them guys.
that's good living.
Because that's the highest. To me, that was the highest level.
That's good.
If I ain't gonna get promoted over there, I'm gonna go hang out with the people like the Michael Jordans and
And
get
that's
some of
good
that
living.
real
Don't nobody mess
leadership,
with
bro.
you don't nobody mess with you when you're special ops. That's good living over there. And
Hey,
you pretty
Trav.
much, pretty much untouchable. Yes, sir.
Hey, so I looked at the chart just to kind of, cause I remember my brother and my sister went to the army, right? But
Yeah.
I had never been, so I had to look at the chart. And when I looked at the chart, bro, it's a lot of levels.
Hmm.
The saying was, what got you here won't get you to the next one. You always have to do
Mm.
something different. If being a superstar at physical fitness, is what got you to one promotion, that's not going to get you to the next one. Now you got to go do something else. You know, winning, boards and stuff, get a, degree. 'Cause I ended up, I got, two masters, bachelor's and an associate's. It's just doing something different. Those when I said I volunteered to deploy 4 times. A lot of people want to try to go, no, they ain't gonna worry, but here I am going. In different types of dang on operations, just doing something different. It was for me. I'm not gonna lie, because after a while, it was just who I was. So it
Mhm.
wasn't it wasn't a test. It was just who I was. So basically, I was just doing what I was supposed to do. Um, you know, when they say do something extra, I just see it as extra because if there's extra, that means I'm supposed to be doing it anyways. And didn't matter what position I was holding or where I was always, I promised myself and my leadership that I was going to be the best at that damn position. You know, if I was a dang on NBC NCO, I'm going to be the best damn NBC NCO that you had. When y'all made me a supply specialist, I had no training. I'm going to be the best supply specialist you ever had. When they made me a platoon sergeant, I'm going to be the best damn platoon sergeant you ever had. And I did that, and I got the receipts. Every NCOER said
Mm-hmm.
that I was the best,
Mm-hmm.
at wherever I was. Um, and so I was in competition with myself, nobody else. I was a first sergeant in a battalion with six infantry first sergeants, and I'm the only chemical first sergeant with an infantry commander, infantry battalion commander. I was the dang on best guy, dang on fucking first sergeant in that dang on battalion. His infantry first sergeant, they hated me. I wasn't in competition with them. I'm in competition with myself. I came down. The sergeant major said that this the worst thing on this the worst basic training company on the installation. They had a few drill sergeants go to jail. We only had five drill sergeants. We was authorized 12. Shit, I can't go nowhere but up. I take it. They what 3 4 months later, installation commander come down. Now we the best dang on basic training company he's ever seen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just about doing what the hell you're supposed to do to make your people fucking better. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when I wasn't able to be there, because I took a 10-day leave to go on a cruise with my wife. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean I'm worried, but I know that I gave them everything that I had. Get back. I'm looking. When we got back on shore, I'm waiting for my phone to blow up. With all shit from commander or sergeant major or something. No, no issues. I mean, like they held it down. So now I know it's shit. If I want to dang on take a dang on, a 2 day, a 2 day dang on pass, I can take it because I left a 10 and my people fucking like no hiccups, and that's what drove me. If I could leave and there's no change, no one noticed I'm gone. I know I did my job, and I know my dang on people freaking absorbed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just for me like. The army would say, "But guys, here ain't gonna get you to the next one." But for me, I say, keep guys ain't gonna doing the shit nobody else want to do. Be present,
Hey,
man. Be there.
that's real talk, man. That's real talk. Because hey, that's why I would like the transition. Even like in coaching, like when Larry say, man, like, man, I got opportunity to coach young people like lead like I was in the army. Man, I get them to run through the brick walls, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what's going on inside. They know they getting taken care of. They getting trained hard. You know what I'm saying? On all levels, and I'm involved. Just like I can't. Just like Mr. Fudd said, Travis said, you can't just sit there and ask them how they doing, and then don't be waiting on the rest of it because it's coming. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be prepared to be in their life. You know what I'm saying? Full time, not sometime. You know what I mean? And and
Yeah, I
and, and
know.
you carry that badge for every single kid that you coach because they're just like your battalion, your platoon that need to be taken care of. And you know what I'm saying? And you getting them to the next level and getting them on and out because they're gonna PCS, they're gonna move somewhere else. They're gonna go out to college. They're gonna go out and guess what? They still gonna call back to you. They're gonna have a leader somewhere else, they're still gonna call back to you because they know the real that and they know who take care of them and they know that you're gonna give them the best advice. You know what I'm saying? And my hats off to you, bro.
And
What's it?
I appreciate y'all. What?
Hey, Trav. So to know where you come from, right? And the things
Mm-hmm.
that you had to go through to now being, I don't know if it was trick, I don't know if pussy led you to the army, I don't know whatever it is, but whatever got you there from when you started living to that point, and then you actually signed that second time, it seemed like that's the point where you now started to live.
Yeah.
And
No, no, go ahead.
that's the point where you started to like live and to say, okay, I'm here now. I can either drown or sink, but let me work this thing because it might be something here for me. So it ain't like you had it all figured out, but you said, you know what? I'm either sink or swim, either or. And it seemed like you
I,
learned how to swim.
yeah, bro. Because I look, you say it's not like I didn't have, it's not like I had it all figured out. Bro, I didn't have any of it figured out. Look, man, it was trial by dang on fire, man. And got burnt a few times, man. But it made me who I am today, man. You know, never thought that I'd be dang on living, and not the dang on boast and brag, but I'm humble. But never thought that I'd be living in a dang on $600,000 dang on house. That my name is on the damn mortgage. Never thought that I'd have damn near an acre of land and the opportunity to dang on get more if I wanted to. I never saw this. You know, um, I never
Hey man,
thought that.
don't forget about the pool now.
Oh look, man, look. Right now, man. That's my little project, man. Until I dang gonna get my maintenance skills up to par, man. And look, and that's gonna dang
Hey,
gonna get added on too. Shoot.
hey, I know LD cut y'all. Keep talking your shit, man. We love because they don't did me like that. You got to talk your stuff. It ain't being what you call it arrogant and all that. Just talk your stuff. You know,
Yeah,
but
but being able to go on a dang old car lot, man, and pick out what you want, what I'm saying, versus what they trying to sell you. They ain't gonna, I got a dang old Cadillac, got an XT4 sitting in the dang on yard, got a BMW 320 328i sitting in the yard. When I got my midlife crisis, my Mustang, my EcoBoost Fastback, it's just like man, just blessed, man. One son in the dang Air Force. He got recommended for a green to gold. He finna dang go off be an officer. Got another son out there doing computer programming. And then the three babies, all of them dang on straight A's. My 10-year-old, he'll be 11 in June. He want to be a dang on astronaut. Dang on fifth grade. He's on the dang on 10th grade reading and math levels. 11th grade dang on science level. Like that's the joy. That's why retiring was the best dang on decision in my life, man. I can sit home and I can be with them and I can experience, their growth with them, man. Uh there you go. Like it's just
trust me. I
wake
I, I
look,
know
I
the
make more
excitement because
make more money now. Make more money now by waking up every day. All I gotta do is wake up. And and I'm a collect dang on 7,000 a month. I just gotta wake up. You know, went out there tried to work, but I don't need that shit. I don't need that stress. I'd rather be here with my damn kids. Man, man, and I'm loving it. Hell, like my wife, the only reason she ain't gonna work because she can't sit still. She retired, they ain't gonna too. She was a master sergeant. She just
yeah,
can't sit still. So shoot,
this
with
is
that check, man, that hey,
yeah,
that's the play money. Uh,
yeah.
man, and matter of fact, she just dang on got a promotion out there at DPS. Now that went from 50 dang on thousand a year to 85,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? On top of what we are already getting, both of us 100% permanent total, getting dang on retirement. Look, man, life is dang on good, brother.
Hmm.
And that's the stories, that when so and we play around with it, but when you learn to rewrite your internal story
Mm-hmm.
versus what was already written for you, or people have already written you off and they say this, but now you get to this point in your life and you can say, man, my story was written, but I had to come in and I had to do some edits. And I had to change the internal story, because when I changed the internal story, now I looked at myself differently. Looking at myself differently, now I responded differently. I did things, I acted differently. I did things differently. I went out and actually now took the initiative to now write this story or rewrite this story. So now that I can now be here with my kids and my wife full time without having to worry about income because of what I did for my family. Going back to what you went through when you was a little boy, mom, dad, brothers and sisters, everything wasn't perfect. It wasn't all bad, but you said, I believe out of all that, you know what? I can do better than this. And I do want better for myself, but not only for myself, but I want to now do better for my seeds now, because I see how my parents did it. No knock on them, but what I want for now, I want to take that baton and I'm gonna take it and raise the bar for this family, the Futch family. And big
Shit.
kudos, dog.
Yeah,
Hey,
they what they could with what they had.
hey,
And
let me do my Jay-Z whole, you know what I'm saying, presentation. Allow me to reintroduce Travis Futch to y'all. You know what I'm
Travis
saying?
Futch, baby.
Allow me to reintroduce himself. You know what I'm saying? The father, the retired sergeant major, you know what I'm saying? Who don't got to go to work, who can sit around and be with his kids and enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a small town, Okeechobee, where his parents were together and split, and he had to, you know, figure some things out, right? And then when he figured it out, right, he back on the couch, he back on the set with us, telling us his journey, you know what I'm saying? And his success story to make him who he is today. Let me introduce Mr. Travis Futch.
Mr. Travis Futch.
I appreciate y'all, but hey, once I get this HVAC business thing on up and running, because you know generational wealth. Once I get it up and running, man, I want to thing on shoot y'all boys a note, man. Let y'all know, see if I can get thing on come back on and talk about it.
Hey,
No
let's go,
doubt, no
man.
doubt.
Hey, Trav, it was a pleasure having you, man. I appreciate you. I love you, bro. Let's have a great day. Get excited.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
love y'all boys, man. Love y'all, King. Get excited, baby. Thank y'all for having me.